Ignore the noises in the background if you can hear Nelson just like huffing and puffing and sniffing. He's been outside in the rain. He always like wipes his face and stuff like against the sofa when he comes back in. You crazy boy. Yes, good morning. Ignore the way that I look and the way that I sound. I've literally been awake for about 15 minutes. I've had a good sleep in this morning. I feel like this is the first morning in literally weeks that I've just been able to like take it slow. We've got nothing like going on today. I've got nothing that I actually like need to do. Obviously I've got things that I am going to be doing throughout the day, but yeah, I could just have a bit of a lazy morning this morning. It's absolutely pouring down outside. It's so miserable, but it's giving me like proper cozy Sunday vibes. So I am excited to just have like a really chilled day. I am going to have to take the dog out at some point soon. He's staring at me, but I might see what the weather is going to do. Let me have a look at the weather app quickly. Oh yeah, I think it's literally meant to rain all day and all night, so I think I'll just have to put my raincoat on and get outside for a quick walk. But yes, I just wanted to say good morning and start this video here. I got some clips yesterday of Louis doing some bits upstairs in the bedroom, like the extension room. I explained this in my last video, but there was a few bits that needed, well, there is still a couple of things that need doing in that upstairs extension before we can do anything else. And one of them was sort of cutting some like wooden beams that were in basically where like the old roof used to finish. The beams were like overhanging into the room, so Louis just had to cut all of them yesterday. So it was a bit of a messy job, but he like covered everything over and just got that done yesterday. So I wasn't really expecting for that job to be like done and dusted so quickly. Louis is good at just getting stuff done. I always overthink every job, but in my head I did think that we would have to sort of empty that extension, and at the moment we're using that as sort of like a garage. I would say it's literally just got stuff everywhere. So I thought we were going to have to sort of empty the room. We've not really got any more, I mean we've got a lot of space, but emptying that room would have obviously meant we had to put stuff in another room, which would have affected like our day-to-day living, and I just didn't really want to do that in like these last 2 weeks before our wedding basically. So I just sort of thought that it was a job that we would leave and look at once we got back from our honeymoon and stuff like that. But yeah, Louis just sort of like moved a few bits around and covered it all with like, we've got big plastic sheets. So yeah, he just sort of got on with that yesterday, and that is a really good job done. That now means that we can get on with the installation at some point. He might do that throughout the week, he might do it next weekend, I'm not sure. I don't think the installation is going to cost us as much as I originally thought, but I think initially, I think it's around about 300 mil. It might be 270 mil that's building regs, I'm not 100% sure, but I think we're just going to put maybe it's like 200 up there for now, and then when it actually comes to like putting boards on, because we're not boarding it, we're literally just getting the loft insulation up there, but when it does come to boarding it, then we'll add in another 100 sort of like between the beams. It's a little bit complicated, but yeah, I think that is something that we might even be able to get done over the next couple of weeks, because the way that the weather is going, I think we're going to want the heating on, and it's going to get cold like quite soon. So yeah, the sooner we can do that job, the better. And then that is one job that is sort of on my mind as a priority. Once that's done, I feel like we can start to focus on some more like exciting jobs. We can think about the living room, getting that plastered. Another thing that we do really need is, I mean there's so many things that we need, but another thing that's on my mind is getting a toilet. So this room, like behind me here, is a downstairs toilet, but at the moment there's nothing in there. We don't have like a toilet or anything, but the toilet upstairs is just on its last legs. I can tell it's gonna break any day now. The flush is gone, it keeps getting stuck, so then you have to sort of like take the top off the cistern and like move stuff around, and to get, it's just not working very well. And that is our only toilet in the house at the moment. We knew that we were going to have to get a toilet downstairs before we redid the bathroom upstairs. Obviously, just so that we can, like, when we rip that bathroom out, we have got another toilet. But the toilet that I want for downstairs, I want a high cistern toilet, which is expensive, basically. But this is the type of thing that is all part of doing a renovation, and that is sort of what I've wanted for quite a while now. So we have already done quite a lot of like, oh, we'll just get this like temporarily, this is cheaper, we'll put this in for now. So nothing is like permanent in this house yet, but obviously, yes, we could buy a cheaper toilet, but then we'd obviously just be buying twice. So yeah, that is another thing. I think once we've got the loft insulation in, I know I went over this in my last video, but we'll probably focus on getting the living room plastered. We do also have our electric log burner getting collected tomorrow, because that broke months ago. It just completely cut out, the whole thing is dead, it doesn't like turn on or anything. And I do think that is possibly because I was using it a lot last winter, because we didn't really put our heating on. I did sometimes, if I was like working from home and I was just sat here and I was freezing, I would just put it on like facing me. And it has also been in the house the whole time we've done the renovations. I do think it's potentially an issue with dust that's like got into the system or whatever. But yeah, this fireplace here, Dawson's just, oh, doing his stretches. Yeah, so this is getting collected tomorrow, and what they do is they basically collect it, take it away to like their workshop. It's a Dimplex fireplace. So I managed to find like a proper Dimplex sort of like repair service. So yeah, they take it away, fix it in their workshop, and then have it like running so that they can basically sort of guarantee that they have fixed it and that it's safe. And then I think you get a year's warranty on like the new parts and stuff. That's good anyways, because it's been broken for a while and I've been trying to find someone to fix it. We've only had it for I think probably less than 3 years, and it was expensive, so we needed to get it fixed basically. So that's another good job that will be done. And then once we get the living room plastered, we've obviously got the fireplace like opening in the living room, so we can put that in. And oh, I can't wait for that living room to be like finished. I'm gonna have a nice chill day. I think I'm gonna like wash the bed in. I'm really in the mood to just get the house like cleaned and tidy and really feeling like nice. We just had a little bit of a clean up yesterday and I already feel so much better. So Louis at work today. I'm just gonna continue cleaning around, making everything nice. My dad is coming for tea tonight. I'm doing a nice hearty pasta tea. But yeah, I'm gonna finish my coffee, brave the rain and take the dog out, and then just have a nice chilled cozy day. How many have you done? All of these?
Yeah.
So there's only these ones left to do?
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know whether to do them.
Why?
Because they'll get done when we extend that anyways.
When we knock, yeah, the wall.
So I don't really need to do.
No.
These 3.
Yeah, this wall will be getting knocked down, so probably is a bit pointless. Excuse me, you go out of here.
Out. Go on.
Out.
Ease up. Come on. Bye-bye.
Yeah, but once this is done, then we can get the insulation up in in here. I think what you plan on doing with the like the loft hatch, I think we were possibly thinking around about here.
Yeah. And then adjust that, climb into there, and then you've got this full space.
Yeah, because obviously this eventually will be our bedroom, so the bed will probably be about here, and then the wardrobes will go sort of like down this wall, around the window, down this wall. So ideally, like this space in the middle will be sort of empty, so if we've got ladders to like get up into the loft, that would probably be the best place for them to be. What?
I was thinking we should have not had the bathroom there.
Well, it's too late now, so let's not have this conversation.
No, I think we should have had the bathroom centre.
Yeah.
And then either like, doesn't matter which side
No, well, yeah.
the bed was, but then like sort of like a divide between the wardrobe and the bedroom. Do you know what I mean? Like you'd have had like a little, obviously you'd have had this width bathroom in the middle. You wouldn't have had the big pipe outside.
Yeah, but then we also wouldn't have been able to extend the main bathroom like we have. Right, so I've been pottering around for like, well, all morning basically, but I just haven't picked the camera up once. So the dryer is currently on. I've taken our bedding off, washed the bedding. I've been out for my rainy walk. That was actually quite nice. It does feel like it genuinely could be like September or October, but I just love a chilled rainy Sunday like this. But yeah, I've done a couple of bits this morning. What I'm doing now is basically sorting out this dining table, because for the past like few months we have obviously been having loads of like deliveries and stuff of all of like our wedding bits, and they've basically just all been stored like on the end of the dining table. So I've got some of these white boxes. So what I've done basically is I'm just gonna pop everything in here, and then obviously this makes it a lot easier for me to just like transport to the actual venue, but I just feel like it organises things a little bit better. I do still need to do a few bits. So these flowers here, these are absolutely gorgeous. These are just like artificial flowers that I got off Etsy. I feel like they were around about £8 or £9, but I just think they're so pretty, and these are going to be used for the cake basically, so they'll be sort of like stuck into our wedding cake. So I need to give those to my best friend who is doing the cake, so they don't need to come to the venue with us. I've got Nelson's little dicky bow and lead here that obviously needs to go with his stuff. He will be staying obviously with somebody else the night before the wedding, so I'll pack him a little bag with all of his bits, so I'll put them in there so that when our friend who is looking after him brings him to the venue, she can put his little collar on for him. And then I've just got these bits here. These are all our like name cards, table numbers, but I need to sort of organise them per table. So I basically need to separate out all of the name cards with everyone that's sitting on table 1 in a pile, everyone on table 2, table 3, table 4, obviously so that the venue know who's who, like who's on each table. So they're all in there, that's all the name cards, so I need to sit and do that. And then these are the table numbers, like the seating plan that will go on the mirror. So we've got a mirror that I'm going to stick those on, so that all needs doing before I actually pack stuff into boxes, because yeah, that's still like an ongoing job, but I might just stick them in there for now so that I can basically just sort of like clean up this table a little bit. And then I do have a little pile of bits here that I need to take to the venue with me basically. So just like, this is a little sort of sewing kit that I got off Amazon, so I'm going to take that with me just for any emergencies. I've got double-sided tape. These are some cards that I've done for the bridesmaids, and then this is my garter which one of my bridesmaids got for me, and then this in here is a like hair piece, sort of like hair accessory thing. So this was actually bought for my sister. This is my sister's. Sorry if you can hear the washing machine behind me. But yeah, this was for my sister. She got married last year and we all completely forgot about it on the morning, so she didn't actually wear this in her hair like she was supposed to. And obviously she still just had it sat there, so I might wear this in my hair on the wedding day, so I'll take that with me. So yeah, I'm just sort of trying to have a little bit of an organise and a little bit of a clean up, because everything being on this dining table is just irritating me a little bit. So, little update of this room. It's actually looking probably better than it was before, because obviously Louis cleaned up after he'd cut all of these bits. So I showed this on my previous video, but basically all of these little wooden things, I don't know whether you can see them along there, just like the wooden beams, they were just overhanging, maybe by like 10-15 centimeters, something like that. But obviously they all just needed cutting, so that when it actually comes to us like boarding these walls and the ceiling, they're obviously out of the way, we don't have to worry about them. So yeah, it was pretty messy, but Louis managed to do them all here. So this section over here is the bit that he hasn't done, because I mentioned this in the clip that I filmed yesterday, but this wall here, I don't know how well you can be able to see that, but this wall here is the wall that's going to be knocked down, so we can sort them out, or the builders can sort them out at the time when this wall comes down basically. So this is what it was like before, if you can see, sort of right along there, and this is obviously now how it is, the bit that he's done. So yeah, he did cover all of this stuff up, and then he has like uncovered it and had a good sweep up along here. Obviously it's still very like dusty and messy and stuff in here, but yeah, next job is to get the insulation up here and then get the joiner in to hang the door, and this room can then sort of be forgotten about for a while. It's now a little bit later on in the afternoon. I've obviously just made the bed, that's nice and fresh. There's nothing better than fresh bedding. I've sprayed some of the White Company like mist that I've got just to make it even more like luxurious when I get into bed tonight. God, I look a little bit worse for wear, but I've had such a like refreshing sort of reset day. It's now, what time is it? It's nearly 4 o'clock, so I think Louis will probably be home from work like any time now, and then my dad will probably come round within the next like hour or so, and I'll start doing the tea. The kitchen, let me show you how the kitchen's looking, because it's just satisfying when everywhere's like clean and tidy, and it's not very often that our house looks and smells this nice. So I've sorted out all of the wedding bits that were on the table. I've now just popped them like down here in boxes and stuff. I am going to film a like wedding haul possibly tomorrow, so I'm just sort of leaving that there ready for me to show you all of the bits we've got for the wedding. So the dining table is now looking nice and clean and tidy. And then the kitchen, I've got a little bit of like washing up and stuff to sort out, but obviously I'll be cooking tea soon. So I've just got this candle burning. This has been on all day. It really, really feels like a proper autumnal, like an October day. I've had a good hoover round as well. I do need to wash the floors, but I'll probably do that at some point over the next week maybe. I'm off work now for the 6 weeks for the summer holidays, so I've got all the time in the world to keep on top of the house. The utility is looking a lot nicer than it has done for a while. I've got some bits on here that I am going to pop in the washing machine at some point, but this has been on like non-stop all day, so I might save that for another day. I brought this, let me put the light on. I brought this radiator cover downstairs because this was just in the extension where I've just showed you for like ages. It's been up there since we moved in, or like since that extension's been there. And we used to have this in the utility room in our old house, and we also had one at the top of the stairs. Oh my god. No, 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 no. This spider is absolutely huge. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I brought this downstairs just because, well, it was upstairs. This radiator here is just a really small one, so I thought that hopefully that would fit nicely. It does fit over the radiator, obviously, but I don't know whether you can see that it's literally the top of the radiator is like touching the top of the radiator cover, which I don't know whether that is very safe. Like I have had to sort of like not force the radiator cover on, but it's quite a tight fit. So when it actually comes to more sort of like autumn, winter, and we do have the heating on, I might have to rethink this. I might take it off because I just don't really know how safe that is, or whether it's gonna like restrict the actual heat coming out of the radiator. I'm not sure, but I think for now it just makes the room look a little bit more homely, doesn't it? And I'm all for anything that's gonna make the house feel more like a home. Obviously it is our home and we do love it, but I think at the moment I am very, very keen to like, I don't know, just sort of like decorate some of the rooms. And not even, I mean, I do want to ignore those balloons. But yeah, obviously I do want to actually like decorate some of the rooms. That would be lovely. But I feel like I just want to like, you know, like add your own little personal touch like everyone wants to in their own home. And because we've just had to sort of go with the flow and just deal with whatever we've got, we've not really been in the position to like, you know, buy like nice little home decor bits or have any like shelves to style up or anything like that. But that's what I'm craving at the moment. I just really want to try and add little touches into the house that's like my own touch, my own style, that makes me happy, that makes the house look nicer and feel nicer, and yeah, just feel a little bit more like a home. Because at the moment, obviously, it is what it is, like it's absolutely fine, but it's very much just like walls, furniture, that's it. Like I can't wait to just like continue working on it. Even though it's going to be a long journey, it is a nice feeling to know that it's only going to continue to get better. Like this time last year, things were just getting worse. And it was really bad, and obviously that's just part of the journey. We've come so far since last year. I am really proud of us, but it is a nice feeling to know that hopefully nothing will be going backwards. Everything is only gonna get better. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this little at-home reset sort of vlog. I feel like I've had a good productive day, so yeah, I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me, and I will be filming a like wedding haul video, so if you are interested in seeing all of like the little decor bits and like stationery and stuff that I've been ordering for the wedding, basically keep an eye out for that, because hopefully I will be filming and uploading that video fairly soon, and then the big day will be here in the blink of an eye. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all soon.